Hey there, friends. How's it going? Happy Monday evening. If you're here on the East Coast, stateside, it's just past 9 p.m. If you're on the West Coast, happy hour. And if you're on the other side of the world, well, happy Tuesday morning. Yeah, Tuesday morning should be something like that. Anyways, hopefully you had a nice weekend. Hopefully you had a good Monday. It's been a rainy last couple days here in the New York City area. A lot of it left over from that Hurricane Ian, Tropical Storm Ian, coming here. Just lots of low pressure systems traveling through the area as we head into the colder fall weather. It was not easy to walk my dog this morning. Anyways, wanted to hop on and share something with you about. I was fortunate enough to be part of a very small, tight knit copy class yesterday, hosted by one of the coaches in one of the programs that I promote. Actually, this is probably like the Rolls Royce of like high ticket affiliate programs. Um, so if you'd like to know more, send me a message. Be happy to talk more about it. But anyways, one of the coaches and mentors inside of the group is a copywriter, full time copywriter, and he um, generates copy and does a lot of copywriting for a lot of high level marketers in the game, big names, and obviously you can't like disclose that kind of stuff to outside of like small circles because of NDAs and things like that. But does a lot of high level work. So while we have access to him and I have access to him through our program, he decided to like create a just a more intimate, high level thing to start dramatically improving help frameworks and strategies to dramatically improve copy right now. How to start getting prospect like if you want more engagement, how to get more engagement, but more than that, how to get your content to do like double, triple the heavy lifting so that you're one speaking to your prospects, but two, it's moving your prospects to take action. Like we all know how important copy is, whether it's on a landing page, post, in terms of a script, all those things really matter. And there's small nuances that can have a dramatic effect on how effective your copy is. So I was fortunate enough to be in this room. It was done virtually, only about 10 or 12 people on the call. Just absolute gold that would, if you go to Agora or Agora Publishing or something like that, you'd be paying thousands of dollars for the the frameworks that he dropped in this session yesterday. But one of them, like one of the overarching themes that was, I thought, like so simple yet so elegant, and I wanted to share that with you. And that was in all of your content, whether it's a post, whether it's a script, whether it's whatever. You want to bring your reader as close to you as possible. If they could stand in your shoes, great, right? But it's very rare that even in like real life, right? In real life, you can't stand in my shoes. You can synthesize the experience of standing in my shoes, but you can't stand in my shoes. But you, whoever you are on that side of the screen, you could literally at some point stand right next to me. And however you interpret the world, like you will see the same thing I'm seeing and feel the same things that I'm feeling. So the idea was like, how can you, what language and what sounds, cadences, tempo, structures can you use in your content to bring your prospect, bring your reader as close to you as possible so that they're standing right here alongside of you. And I thought that that was a very good thing. Very easy to deploy because as you're creating posts, for, let's say if you batch posts or whatnot, like have someone read this and or if you can give it a read, give someone in your household, give it a read, maybe have an accountability buddy, so that they can give it a read and just ask the question like, how close do you feel that you're standing next to me? Are you standing next to me as you're reading that post? Do you understand like what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing? Or no? Because the answer is no, then you can tweak that, right? Because we want our content to do. There's lots of ways to create sales, right? You want your content to do a lot of heavy lifting. Maybe you're someone who, like me, I enjoy being in Messenger and in phone calls. I also enjoy my content. I like my content doing a lot of heavy lifting. So the whole goal is to like get your prospect to empathize with you. Think about that. A lot of times, like, you want to empathize with your prospect. No, 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 no. You want your prospect to empathize with you, to get, because it's, especially in the affiliate marketing space, if you're promoting a high ticket program, or a different high ticket program, something like that, like, it's all about perspective shifts. And yeah, one way is to like situate ourselves inside of the shoes of that person, but that requires like, there might be values that they have, we have to encourage a prospect to change. Whereas if we can get a prospect to empathize with us, like, they're telling themselves, and they're telling and telling themselves that, hey, you know what, they're I to be that, to accomplish that, I have to change a perspective or value, something like that. So it's really powerful to work backwards. Like, you want your prospects to empathize with you, much more powerful than you always trying to empathize with your prospects. So I thought it was very cool, like, to think about at a very high level, that you want the reader, and any, when you read a good book, right, you get just immersed in the scene setting. So it was a like nice calm day, the wind barely blowing, this there were five puffy clouds out in the light blue sky, right, the blades of grass in the outfield were um, barely moving. It seemed like everything was so still. The dirt on the in the infield was like a nice tan, sun-hewn tan, right? Like, that's, maybe as I'm saying that, you're saying, okay, wow, that's a nice baseball field, right? And then you can start seeing yourself right next to me on that baseball field, right? So just think, I thought it was a very good way to think about doing your, if you're creating posts and scripts, like, how can you bring your reader and ultimately your prospect to be right next to you? Because if you can start setting, if you can bring them to, like, let's say, a story, right, and then within that story, take them on a journey to experience something that you experience, a change in perspective, shift in the way you're doing things, like, it almost becomes automatic, that because, instead of you trying to push somebody or pull somebody through, like, they find themselves transported right next to you, and you're just taking them along by the hands through your journey. Hey, if you made the journey, the whole goal is like other people to make the same journey you did. And that's why thinking about your content in this respect, having um, people standing right next to you and bring them really close to you, is how you can use your content to do a lot more heavy lifting, to line up more prospects that are ready to buy and close more sales much more easily. So I don't know. I thought it was a really powerful strategy, a really powerful backdrop which to like compare and really weigh your posts and content, whatever it is you're creating, to see how effective, or if you can amplify the effectiveness. Again, the goal is to bring your reader, bring your prospects as close to you as possible, so that they're standing right next to you. I'd love to know what you think about this. And if you'd like more information like this, heck, if you'd like to be inside of the program and get direct access, weekly coaching calls with this copywriter, I'd love to talk to you more about one of the programs that I'm an affiliate for. Absolute stellar program. Doesn't, even if you don't want to do affiliate marketing, I've deployed this in my own brick and mortar law practice. It's actually worked incredibly well for me in that space, which is, there's lots of things you got to navigate as a lawyer. But in terms of lead generation, uh, building a community, becoming the authority and leader in that community, all of it comes from this program, which I highly, highly recommend. And again, if you're looking to start your affiliate journey, I would, without hesitation, recommend this program to everybody. So if you'd like to know more of those details, or if you're a strong affiliate, man, you need just someone to like help pump you up and give you checks and balances with respect to things like content and scripts and whatnot. Hey, that's what the community is for, and we'd love to have you. I'd love to have a conversation just to make sure it's a good fit and it'll do wonders for you. So if that's the case, send me a message over on Facebook Messenger. Just search for Richard Kisson. I'd love to have a chat. And until next time, y'all, you take care, be well. Bye for now.